How firm a foundation He saves.
Welcome to the Bible Makes Us Baptist podcast with Pastor Ellis from the Poteau Valley Baptist Church, Poteau, Oklahoma. And now here's Pastor Mickey Ellis.
All right, greetings, Internet world. We sure do appreciate you being here with us on our podcast. It is Wednesday, July the 9th, 2025. Well, we are at the halfway mark, or we're just past the halfway mark of this year. But anyway, sure do appreciate you and hope you've been keeping up with our Bible study. If not, you need to back up a little bit and get up to speed. It won't take you very long to spend a little time going through the archives there. We are in Daniel chapter number 7 this week. We're trying to finish this chapter up. And so go ahead and turn with us. If you are not driving, turn with us to Daniel chapter number 7. And I want you to follow along with us. We have noticed some things about this vision that God gives Daniel that pertains much like the vision that was given to Nebuchadnezzar back in chapter number 2. Actually, the dream that was given, there is a little bit of a difference between visions and dreams. But anyway, but the dream that was given to Nebuchadnezzar, this lines up in like manner to that, dealing with the kingdoms from Babylon to the end of the ages. And we saw in the first 8 verses how the animals dominate and how God characterized those world empires and their rulers as natural brute beasts. And it gives the 4 that are listed there. I'm not going to go through those again, but you'll find that in the first 8 verses. Then in verses 9 through 14, we see the Ancient of Days. We see his kingdom being set up, his kingdom being established. And then we find the answer to Daniel, beginning in verse number 15. Now, this is a little more lengthy section here, and we're going to have to break this up a little bit. But verse number 15 through the end of the chapter is the answer to Daniel. Now, though I am sure that Daniel recognized some of the things in this vision that lined up with Nebuchadnezzar's dream, no doubt he would have recognized and remembered and thought about some of those things. There were some parts that still bothered him, especially pertaining to that 4th beast, that interesting looking beast with his intriguing horns. And so let's do this, okay? Let's spend the balance of our time reading these verses, and we'll get into the explanation of them throughout the remainder of this week. But again, in verse number 15, I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. And so he's disturbed, doesn't understand some things. He said, I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are 4 kings which shall arise out of the earth. We've already discussed that. Verse number 18. But the saints of the Most High being God, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Boy, if there is any question about how long as this is going to last, he makes it very clear. It's forever, even forever and ever. There's a lot of emphasis there. Verse 19. Then I would know the truth of the 4th beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth. Notice that, the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. Just a side note here, Babylon only had so much of the world. Media Persia only had so much of the world, and so forth. But this one, This one will have the whole earth, not just a huge portion of the known world, but the whole earth. Verse 24, the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them. And he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. They shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Notice that carefully. We've seen that before. Verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end, unto the end. The kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cognitions much troubled me, and my countenance, I got hung up on that other word. My countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. I told you there's a lot there, and we already kind of gave you little hints here and there. We're going to have to build upon that over the next 2 days, and so follow along. You don't want to miss it. There's a lot of truth here, a lot of things that people are misunderstanding in our day and age, and I think the scripture will give a lot of clarity to it. So follow along, bring somebody with you, and we'll see you on the morrow.
Join us next time for The Bible Makes Us Baptist podcast with Pastor Mickey Ellis. For questions or comments, go to PotoValleyBaptist.com/contact.